every time I pull up at the let out, it's a spectacle.
Yeah, why everybody mad at Kamala? It seemed like black Instagram, I ain't got no Twitter, but it look like black Instagram ain't having it. Why they hate?
Black Facebook got a problem with it too.
Yeah, they're saying that she ain't really for blacks. But see, this is the thing about black people, man. You know, you don't get to have a tailor-made damn president. Like, shit ain't just for you, my nigga. Like, it ain't just for you. This is for everybody. Like, yeah, you want somebody in there that's, gonna have some ideas for black people, but damn, y'all want motherfucker cater to y'all. Like,
and that's what I was thinking too. When I was looking at it, I'm like, okay, it looked like everybody is mad because she had some sort of crime bill in the past. The reality was, okay, you mad about a crime bill. That shit only applies to the motherfuckers doing the crimes.
That's a fact. So that's
that's a voluntary action. Y'all can't be mad at that woman for enforcing some shit that already exists.
I mean, you're supposed to enforce law.
But that's the thing that goes back to not even just men, but women. Like, we'll tear our black women up. We'll tear their ass up.
Hey, but you see, look at me. I'm riding. I'm in the car. I'm riding for her right now.
Me too.
Example, no, but I'm not saying y'all, but that's a perfect example. Because your question was, black Instagram not having it, but why black Instagram won't have it? Like, what's the fucking problem? You got
honestly, I ain't gonna lie. It's been seeming like a lot of black women more so than the black men.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's just black men, and I'm not saying it's predominantly black men, but I'm just saying that been me and Alicia's argument. Like, be quick to ride for our people, our culture, but the minute I'll step up and it's something like this, then you want to tear her down. You want to bring up everything that she done did wrong, but shit, what about all these other motherfuckers that ran in the past?
That part.
And they reckon that's as bad as hers.
Right.
Y'all was out there and y'all was, we just go pick the lesser of the two evils and all this kind of shit. I mean, and that's
but
crazy.
You know what? All of this, she just need a little umph behind right now. Because I say this, for the most part, people are going to be more excited about having a black woman more so than they are going to have about Joe Biden. So honestly, people are like, oh, that's the worst person Joe Biden could have picked. Nah, not really.
It's not really.
Wasn't nobody really excited about your ass, but this black woman and making history more so. It's going to be a little bit more about that. And, I feel like she probably does reflect more of the United States. She's a mixed person.
Right.
She's a mixed person that comes from minority background, from Asian and African American.
Asian too?
Yeah. So her mom's Indian, so she's Asian and African American. And she's in an interracial relationship.
So this motherfucker diverse.
It's hell.
She diverse herself. But see, that's the thing, for me, I'm with you, man. I'm riding for her. Like, I think that it's good. Just take what you can get out of it. Stop looking for, you was crying about Biden not being, all that, and he not having a black agenda and this and that. Okay, well, now he got a black agenda, or a black woman who has to have an agenda that relates to black people because she is black.
There you go.
So what the fuck is you getting mad for? Why everything gotta be the wrong thing? I don't think nothing would have satisfied them unless it was a black president again. And then, even then they would have been bitching. So
yeah.
Hey, man, you win some, you lose some, man. Like, that's what
I think this is a good compromise. I
think it is. I think it is.
Somebody made a post on Facebook, just to lighten up the mood, basically saying Joe Biden could have picked, and whoever you name, and I'ma still vote for him because Trump ass gotta go. So like he could have picked goddamn Steven from Django.
Y'all
he could have picked Mr. from The Color Purple, and I'm still like, you know what I mean?
Nigga, like, at this point, nigga, Ryan, you already saw what you got. You know what you got already.
I wasn't gonna just ride. I like, mine was more so, nigga, show me what's up. Like, because until you can show me, that this person's gonna be better than what we already got, then I'm not just going just to be going, dog. That ain't how we working today. Not over here. Like, I don't care. There's no bullying. There's no, oh, nigga, you this, you that. Nah, son. Nah.
At this point, it's like, can it get worse? Shit.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Hey man, every presidency has
There
a
are ups and
virus.
downs.
They have ups and downs. A virus. They also have moments where the employment is down and it goes up. Mostly all of them.
Have one that's just been this ignorant.
Well,
One that's supposed
people
Not
blame
blatantly ignorant.
people, but
That's
see,
the
here's the
difference.
thing though.
one that's supposed to represent us as a whole. So this you okay with him? Like he's just like a kid that throws tantrums at a damn press conference. No. If I gotta take my chance and let somebody else have 4 years of, because you've shown me who you are in 4 years. You've shown me the shit that you do, how childish you are. In 4 years, I don't want to go another 4 years with a damn president that throws tantrums and that's just outright blatantly. Outright blatantly rude to the damn press.
Has any of those tantrums affected you?
I don't want him representing me like that.
I get what you're saying, but have they affected you negatively? You per se.
But as a whole, every presidency have had their virus. I don't think we even had a president that has been so careless about handling it as we had with him. Like,
I'm gonna tell you why that could be so though. I mean, hey, these are just speculations. That could be so because all the other presidents been bullshit about the seriousness of it. And so maybe when you hear Trump, he's more of a, nah, I'm not gonna bullshit you out. I don't really believe it. He just being 100. Like he's just like
if you're looking for a motherfucker, would you rather somebody show you who they are or sugarcoat the shit?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
A lot of these politicians just be bullshit.
That's too easy, bro.
No, you said would I rather somebody to show me who they are to sugarcoat the shit, but I don't want nobody. I'm not even finna get into argument with you, Will, about the whole numbers and folks being sick and those being affected or whatever. But
shit.
in essence, there's that one that has affected this country the way that it has. Like the country damn near to shut down. And it's still not 100% back to normal. Like our way of life that we were used to has ultimately been changed probably forever. And you still have this careless attitude about it. Like, no. People's way of life have changed, Will. And he is just like, he don't give a fuck because apparently his has not been affected. But everybody else.
Why hasn't his been affected? That's the question you gotta ask. Does he know something that we don't fucking know? Has it not been affected because he's out there getting the real information and we up in here getting the bullshit? I mean,
he just don't give a fuck.
So the doctors
Yeah.
that's behind him saying we advise him against this, or we advise him that this is what's going on. We advise him this is the severity of the virus, and he does something total opposite. So you're gonna take his word for it versus somebody that's been doing this? We're gonna take somebody that's qualified to.
But you know what? I think what it is, you got people out there, and this is probably what it is. He probably like, man, Trump is one of them people that probably in his mind, he like, man, fuck it. What's gonna happen, gonna happen.
Facts. So
that's what it is.
He just 100. Like, when you
now,
when you think about him,
I'm not riding for him or nothing like that, but that's what it is.
That's not 100. Because even
I think he's keeping it 100 to according to what he knows.
But you're still not giving your people hope. You're still inciting fear in people.
How come you're not giving them hope when he's saying it's not that good? That's hope.
It might not be as serious as it is. Your careless about it is not giving anybody any hope. You're still putting people. That's not no damn hope.
That's hope. Hey man, this shit some bullshit. Go to school. That's hope.
This shit some bullshit.
Y'all bitches. Now what is y'all bitches making me look bad? Get back to work.
He's saying one thing, but the goddamn numbers are saying something different. That's not giving no hope.
So let me ask you this. Okay, so let me ask you this. So when you say numbers, right, that goes to one of his points, right? And again, I'm just on the side of just weighing the logic of it. When you look at what's being said, when somebody tell you that the more tests you take, the more opportunity or the more chances you're going to get higher numbers than everybody else if you're taking more tests, That is a fucking fact. Like, I don't know what people don't see in that. That's a fact. If China takes 20 tests and we take 3,000, then we're going to have more cases to be reported. That's just common goddamn sense. So when people say this,
so what you're saying is, if even though they take less tests, we take more, we're gonna have higher numbers.
Yes.
So you're saying that the numbers aren't legit because we take more.
I know where you're going, Sylvia. I know where you're going, Sylvia. You like, all right, nigga, the numbers are still legit. What you see, we at least got that. Now, if them folks over there might have more than what they're reporting, but what the fuck they got to do with right here, though? I'm feeling you on that. I'm feeling you. We really got that, though.
I'm gonna tell you what it got to do. It has to do with the American people now have an additional fear that other people don't have. So now it makes us look like we're ahead in a place where we don't supposed to be ahead. So now it makes our country look like, oh shit, we the worst ones out here. So these other people, they good. Now it makes him look bad.
But first of all, our country,
but shit, it might be that way.
Our country didn't take the extra precaution as other countries did either. So,
but you know what? But you know, I say that's as a population as a whole, though. I will say that our population as a whole, like, man, fuck that. I'm really not trying to change my life, especially shit don't hit home until shit hit home.
Facts. And the thing about it is too is, people don't understand too. I'm not negating the fact that it happens, but people not looking at cases are not equating to deaths. So if we have more, we acting ignorant, but I don't think that's. I'm gonna be honest. If we're a country that listens to a man and his guidance is all that we go by, then something's wrong with us. Fuck him. We need to look at us.
No.
Because if a motherfucker tell you to drink bleach,
she did,
and you drink bleach, then that's your fucking problem. Right.
I think some people did.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So if some people did that, then I'm not sure if I blame the president. I'm saying, I'm just.
But you, no. Hey, I'm gonna say this. Now, there's a lot of dumb motherfuckers out there. It is.
That's stupidity, bro. That's stupid as fuck. Like, why the fuck you that's like you on there telling your damn child he drinks fucking Clorox. Like, that's stupid.
If they stupid, but it's a child.
Well,
that's stupid.
Oh, man,
a grown ass person.
Hey,
put some bleach in your motherfucking clothes, see what happens. You gonna drink it?
Hey, but you know what? Hey, which is totally unrelated on some other shit though. My mom was telling me that she went to the dentist and they had them put bleach in their mouth. So, you know, I guess it's part of their sanitary process. And she made a good point. She was like, what happened when you get a mouthful of pool water? Motherfuckers ain't dying from that.
It's the same shit. That's why you can swim now.
You know what? You're right.
When you swallow pool water, that ain't straight chlorine. That's water.
It's the stuff that they're talking about. They're not talking about straight chlorine.
They ain't talking about drinking 100% concentrate.
They talking about the hydro, whatever the hell that name is, chlorophene. That's
somebody just walk their ass in, don't know what the fuck we talking about, but it's cool.
But you just said, if I go out there, if the president tell you go out there and drink Clorox, you drink Clorox. Did he say Clorox or did he say the other word?
He said the other word. You took your dumb ass out there and drank Clorox.
My dumb ass out there.
No, not you. I'm just saying, like, the people that went out there and drank Clorox is who I'm talking to. Like, you took your dumb ass out there and did that. I don't know what to tell you. If you that fucking dumb, it ain't the president. Hey, I'm sorry. There's no president right now that can tell me to go out here and drink Clorox.
But your president is still dumb as fuck.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But the fact, also a fact is a high possibility that the reason this man speaks like he speaks is because he knows what the fuck he's talking about because somebody told him. Okay. So anyway, so let's roll.
No, boy, let me out.
Introduction.
Let me out, though. We've been
recording for the whole time. Okay, So right, you ain't riding no more. Welcome to the Let Out. We got a great show for you today. We have time for one topic, and we're going to talk about Terry Crews. I want to introduce my co-host Sylvia, my co-host Alicia, my co-host Chris, and me, Will, aka Bob B. All right, so let's get it popping. Terry Crews. There's been a lot going around with him. Since forever, seemed like since the beginning of the Black Lives Matter movement and the beginning of the whole George Floyd incident, Terry Crews has been very, very vocal about how he feels about the Black community and some of the things that go on within. So we want to talk about him. We want to also kind of dive into the, the word coon and cooning and what that means to the Black community. And let's start out. Let's get right into it. Let's go ahead, Alicia, since she just came in.
Terry Crews. I guess one of the things that's frustrating for a lot of us is that we're trying to figure out what angle he's coming from.
Right.
It's almost as if most of us have friends that are other than African American. We have friends outside of our race. And it's almost like he's afraid to be so pro-Black that he offends either his friends, his co-workers, his network. The networks now, they've been letting people go for different comments, racist comments. We see what happened with Nick Cannon. So it looks like he wants to pacify them, and instead of saying, hey, Black Lives Matter, I feel more comfortable with saying, hey, all lives matter. And
did he say that? Did he say all lives matter? He said all lives matter?
He did. He said all lives matter. He said that he was concerned about us being so pro-Black that we would think that we're now better than white people, right? Okay. And that he don't want to see us becoming racist. Gotcha. I don't know how that fit the narrative of us talking about George Floyd being killed, about other Blacks being killed by police officers, systemic racism. I don't know how the subject turned from that into us supposedly getting to a point where we're going to start being racist and oppressive to white people. I don't know what his point is. And I don't think he knows what his point is either. Sometimes people think, I don't. I think he's just out of. It doesn't make sense. We're saying literal to me is something that's logical and it makes some sense.
Right.
I don't even think that he is thinking literally. I think that, again, hey, let me go ahead and to make sure that I'm not making anybody uncomfortable. I want to let the white man know that, hey,
I'm on your side. He back in the car.
On your side.
He in the car.
Hey, that nigga trying to secure the bag.
He in the car. He like, I'm riding. Okay.
And he knows who his core is. But you know what? Thinking of Terry Crews reminds me of Stacey Dash. You ride with the other side, which not to necessarily divide it up and say that there's one side, there's a white side and a black side, because that's not what I'm saying, because that's not what it is. I think that you've made your career off of being a D-list Black celebrity, starring in Black movies, popping off the Black name brands and all of this. But once you get a little fame, a little bit of success, then you are more so worried about what the other side thinks. Right. And what I think, and when I was talking about people being too literal, I think, and hopefully Terry Crews is not thinking this way, but some people do, and I think a lot of people think that when people say Black Lives Matter, that omits other lives, which that's not the fact. I think if the slogan was Black Lives, the slogan should have been Black Lives Matter too. You know what I mean? So it's not like omitting anybody, or at least that's how I think that the message is. Or we're like, damn, we matter too. You know what I mean? It ain't like, oh, Black Lives Matter, but fuck everybody else. It was never there.
Right.
So I think that.
And I don't think he heard anything that even implied that. He came out of nowhere. That was just like when the whole thing was going on with Gabrielle Union, and she was talking about how the network was being basically kind of racist and sexist towards her.
He came out.
Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I love the network. They treat me good. They love Black people. They love
me. African American over there.
Did he offer that?
He did.
Was he asked?
He was asked in an interview. And then in the interview, that's basically how he came off. And then when people kind of questioned him on it, like, hey, it's like you're going against your sister, he became defensive, and then he really started trying to go against her and to speak against her.
Is he going against her, or is he telling his truth?
I think he's telling whatever the truth is going to help him out and keep his job. That is the truth that he wants to tell. They could be back to call him nigga, and he gonna come out there because he needs that check. They treat me good. Master love me.
Okay, you gotta secure the bag.
Okay.
I understand that, but you don't have to slight me to secure your bag, though.
Hello.
And I think what he probably should have said was, Gabrielle, and honestly, that's probably where Terry Crews is fucking up. He probably should just shut up more often. And just be like, hey, that wasn't my experience.
Right.
And just leave it at that. That wasn't my experience. I didn't have that experience. They treated me nice, but that's
I thought that's what he said.
Experience.
No, he did the most.
Sylvia?
I wonder, I was sitting here listening because I never went back to see what the latest was about him or whatever, but I knew, what had been going on with him. And isn't his wife white?
Yes.
She's biracial. She's biracial.
She don't look mixed. I mean, she
on the other side of black. Do you know what I'm saying? She mixed.
She almost looks albino, but she's mixed.
But she got all black features, but light skin.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
got all black features.
She's black and white, but she's closer to the whiter side.
Yeah.
Skin tone. Her skin tone is
skin tone wise.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if his stance is so strong on that
because of that
biracial. So she has to identify with both, probably to make her feel comfortable. You know what I mean? Like that's his wife. Like he's not saying Black lives don't matter, but I'm also in a situation. I'm married to someone, and only we don't know what conversations they may have had. In regards to that. So maybe it's the trying to see her side as well. To see
I call bullshit because I've heard biracial people speaking out saying Black Lives Matter. I have white friends that say Black Lives Matter, and they are hard in their stance. And I can talk to them about the Black Lives Matter movement strongly, in my opinion about it. And I don't feel like in order to be their friends, I need to dumb down my statement or to make it more inclusive of them, though.
Yeah, but some biracial people just don't know where they fit in. Exactly.
That's my point.
Yeah.
And so maybe that may be an issue for her. I don't know what they talked about. I'm just speculating. Just trying to look at it from a different angle. Because I get what you're saying, but I'm just trying to look at it from a different angle. I don't know what conversation they had. Maybe it was something that she said to him or the talks they've had before this even came about, because she is biracial.
Right.
And, biracial people struggle with their identity. They've been picked on. They don't know where they fit in. They don't fit in with the blacks because they don't want to accept them. The white people don't want to accept them. So I'm just saying, I don't know what conversation they may have had, may have given him a different outlook as to why he's like, I'm going to stay right here. And so I don't know. I get what you're saying.
I can see that. I can see that.
I was like him embracing the word coon because they were calling him a coon. Like he's like, oh, I'm gonna turn coon into a good word, and he made it like this acronym. Like he is a clown.
Didn't we do that with nigga?
We did.
Well, we ain't doing it with coon.
I'm just asking.
We changed the whole word. We changed it. We changed it. We took. And I think at some point we even need to go ahead and get that out of our vocabulary. So no, I'm not gonna go ahead and play up coon. I'm not gonna go ahead and play up coon. We're not even gonna do that. You can go on.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing.
But
I don't think it's a coon. I don't think that. I think he's a clown. I don't think he's a clown. I don't think he's a coon. I think he's a person with an opinion. I think that he's a person that can speak his own truth. Should that be what he wants to do? I find some validity. I find some validity in what he's saying because of the fact that the same thing, what he's speaking on is what you're doing to him right now, calling him a clown because he has his opinion on what his truth.
You can have your opinion, but on what basis is it?
Let me talk.
There was nothing stated that we thought black was better than any other nationality or race.
Let me talk. When he
did you get a clap hand?
when I'm just trying to get out my thought. So when he spoke about his what he felt like the black community was doing. Yeah, you got Black Lives Matter, you got George Floyd, and you feel like, okay, nothing, doesn't have anything to do with the other. However, sometimes, like when you're speaking and you're getting asked questions and you feel a certain type of way, at the end of the day, you know, a spade is a spade. If we're gonna do this thing, let's do it right. And as a black man, sometimes I have to speak out for my own and to my own. So if I'm talking to
my thing was though, is he was getting those interviews because of the ignorant ass tweets that he was sending out. That's where he got the interviews from. That's why they were actually talking to him.
What's the ignorant tweets? What's ignorant about the tweets? Because if I tell you that black people making me feel like they're black supremacists, because when
nobody
I do
had done
things,
that until he seemed
when I do things, we can yell over each other. We can yell over each other if you want. I mean, or you can just let me get my thought out. So what happens is if I feel like if I'm in the black community, it's just like what you just called me just now. Even though we're joking and we're just being facetious and we're just talking, you're saying junior. That's bullying. That's making me feel as if, not me, but that could make me feel as if I'm a coon because I don't believe or I don't see things the way you see them. Don't bully me. If I want to say that black people need to stop calling me a clown or a coon because I'm calling you out, then that's how I feel.
Who he calling out? Who is he calling out?
He calling people out. That's what they doing. If people saying,
put a name on it, call somebody out, put a name on it, like Rick Ross called about in his song. Put a name on it.
This man says that we have been, if he says that we need to do better in the black community and this and that, and black people say, shut up,
I agree with that. I agree with that. There is truth to that. But to say that we need to be careful because of black supremacy.
That's what it is. If you going on? Black supremacy is when nothing else matters. Is black supremacy? Can we oppress white people? Can we enslave white people or other races? Do we have that kind of power? No, because we're not. We can't do that.
I see where you're coming from, Will. I see where you're coming from, Will. And check this perspective out. If white people did the same thing that black people are doing in the street, does that look like what? The actions of Black Lives Matter? If you put that on the Caucasian race, does that look like white supremacy?
What actions have Black Matter done now? Be specific.
I said if you put the actions of Black Lives Matter on the Caucasian race, does those same actions then look like white supremacy? That's a question.
And I'm asking you, what the fuck are you talking about? What's your question?
That's a legitimate question and very clear.
What has the Black Lives Movement done to make white people?
I'm just saying I'm not taking anything away from it. But if you want to look at it from another perspective, which I guess you guys don't.
They don't.
If white people stood in the street and said white lives matter, and they marched.
The world has shown us that white lives matter. We've seen that from our existence in the United States in America. So what are you talking about? That's what we get shown every day.
We're coons, Chris.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm calling him a coon. I've called you a coon, not him. I called you Terry Jr. Not even a coon. You're just Terry Jr.
Exactly. That's what you call me. That's what you call me. That's what I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, he has a right to his opinion. He doesn't have to be bullied into believing what we want.
But how are you supporting?
Just because he's black doesn't mean that he has to agree with me. He doesn't have to agree with me because he's African American.
If you're not helping the movement, be quiet. You're not helping the movement. You're not helping the movement.
Nobody's going to hear nothing
what's going on in the world.
Nobody's going to hear nothing we're saying.
Well, I'll talk then. So the thing is, Alicia, what I was saying is the reason why Black Lives Matter and the movement has been so important is because of the meaning behind it. But the actions of just marching in the street from one race screaming Black Lives Matter, just the actions, take the meaning behind it out of the equation.
It's the same thing.
That same shit look like white supremacy if they do it.
No, it is not. There's hate behind that. When the KKK comes out there and they march,
we ain't talking about them,
and nobody attacks them when they do it.
When
they do it,
nobody attacks them.
No, I'm saying that there's hate behind it. There is hate behind it, that I hate other races, that we are better than other races. There is nothing about the Black Lives Movement,
We're
nor
not talking about the
the
meaning.
Shit, I
behavior.
just said, because I said you worried about the meaning behind it.
Nor the
He
actions.
said
No,
the
marching
action.
in the street
I
saying
didn't
we
say
matter.
the meaning behind.
He
I said
said
take
the
the
action.
meaning of what's happening out of the equation.
He said the
That's what I
action.
said.
So marching in the street saying Black Lives Matter, not more, not two, not better than, just saying
White
Black
power.
Lives Matter. You think that
White
that's
power.
oppressive?
Not saying black power don't matter. Not saying Chinese power don't matter. Just white power.
Nah,
Exactly.
you lost me on that.
I mean, but I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, like, it's just he's trying to say that just take it all out. If you look at the action.
Why?
And use that when that's already been established to bring about racism towards Black people. You can't use white power and expect us to get that out of there. Like, it's not going to happen. You can't compare white power with Black Lives Matter.
No, that's not what he's doing. He's not. He's what he's doing.
No, I'm not. Like, I know the meaning behind it.
Yeah,
I know the meaning behind both scenarios.
From an ignorant standpoint, and what a person who either wants to be ignorant or is just ignorant by default.
Because there are those people that they're nor racist, but nor are they informed.
All lives matter. All lives matter. Those are the type of people that are doing that because they are those.
I think every nationality should have pride about themselves. I think that you should be proud to be white, Indian,
Absolutely.
Jew,
you shouldn't be disgraced
Spanish.
by your own people because you don't agree with what they say.
You can be. Everyone should have pride, but should not feel like anyone is better than the other based upon their nationality.
But
the reason that we are marching, because goddamn it, the world is continuously telling us that we don't fucking matter. Every time I see a dead black body in the street at the hands of a police officer.
But why are we mad at Terry Crews for having his opinion? That's what we need to go
because
back to.
You are going against what we're trying to accomplish, and there's no
the meaning behind it.
Exactly.
Well, let me say this.
You're a coon because you're going against what we're standing for.
You have no basis on what you're going against it with. You have no reason, no basis. You have no statistics on what you're basing your information on. So giving out this false
how do we know that?
Giving off this false narrative is harmful. It's not helpful.
Is it false?
It's not helping our community.
I mean, but you're assuming that.
Do you have any statistics to prove that his narrative is false?
Yes.
Or to say that his experience is any different.
I have not seen this black supremacy that he speaks of yet.
That's his truth, and he's being bullied.
I see it. That's the narrative. That's the spin that he's putting on it.
And actually, you're the one that does it. He sees it. It's his truth. It's his truth.
He has his truth, and we have our opinion about whatever this made up truth is. Sylvia, what were you saying?
That's his truth. She was saying a lot before.
Sylvia, like shit, I don't even know what to jump in at.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
She was saying a damn lot before you interrupted her 6 times. Now, what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, why are we calling this man a coon? He's entitled to his own opinion. We do the same thing.
And you're entitled to your opinion about him, and I stand behind my opinion.
He's bullying. Everybody is bullying. Period. That's what
I think Kanye was just bullying his wife. He was just bullying his mother-in-law. So fuck him. Bad example.
It's not a bad example.
It is.
It's not.
People bullying. That's what they do. That's what people do. I want you to see the way I see shit.
Facts.
And if you don't, I'm gonna be on your ass.
Then I'm gonna talk about you bad. I'm gonna talk about you bad.
Until you see shit the way I want you to see it.
It's opinion. Ain't nobody bullying him. I'm sure that he's not crying. He's not wiping his tears with the millions of dollars. He's not wiping his tears.
Let somebody do that shit to one of your sons at school and see what you call it.
I mean, well,
this
ain't that. This ain't that.
I know it ain't.
Let me ask you this. You said, when she was talking about the different community.
There's no way you heard anything I said. What did I say, Sylvia? Go ahead.
She yields her time.
We got 3 minutes.
Reclaim your time, Sylvia.
Don't worry about it. Them sitting over there like they pound.
They just waiting for one or the other to disagree.
We got 3 minutes though. We got 3 minutes. I do want to hear what you're saying. Go ahead.
For real though, when she was saying each community should have pride in what they are, you say we should. What's wrong with Terry Crews having pride in Black Lives Matter without saying all lives matter? Like, is there still his black pride in Black Lives Matter when he said all lives matter? Like, that's a question.
Oh, so I don't think, to be honest with you, I think that he does have pride. I think that he does have pride in being a Black person, but he's one of those people that is looking at it from an overall perspective. And when I say overall, I mean from all sides. And in order for us to have our Black pride and really not become the people that we, or not become the oppressor, then we have
can't.
To
we don't have the
right
power
way.
to. All right, I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's okay. I love the passion. But I mean, he just man. I feel like let the man say what he's gonna say, man. I mean, to me, he can say what the fuck he want, because at the end of the day, the movement is strong, and what we're going to accomplish, we're going to get accomplished with or without him. So I mean, but I think we need to value his opinion. I think that he has valid points in what he's saying. That's just, to me, he has very valid points. We have to be better than the people that we're accusing of oppression.
True.
Period.
Yeah.
We have to be.
And I think that wrapped it up.
Like,
Yeah.
what else?
So
we actually get an outro today.
I'm just saying. Great show. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Alicia, for coming in on the last 3 minutes. I want to thank everybody who's watching.
They don't know that.
I'm serious when I say this. The views are growing. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, help us keep growing and bringing this good content to you guys. Yeah. So tell your friends about it. Tell your mom about it.
No.
If you don't care about your mom hearing a lot of profanity. But thank you guys. Anything else for you guys? We got like less than a minute.
Nope, I'm good.
Great show. I thank you guys. Appreciate it. Damn.
Dinner awaits. Dinner awaits.
Every time I pull up at the let out, it's a spectacle.